did he go?
I'm not here for you, Garuda! You won't stop me, Garuda!
She's toying with me. I found you.
You called me! Why?
Hello?
Yeah. So,
Oh, man, I was watching like a video on YouTube, so I had to watch that, like an instructional video on like
okay. Shut up.
the
I'm playing. I'm streaming. Can you not see that?
doing what?
Can you not see that I'm
Uh,
streaming? Why are you talking, man? Why are you bothering me,
What the
bro?
what the fuck are you streaming?
What do you think I'm streaming? What do you think I'm streaming? Huh?
Starfield?
No. No.
I don't want to watch that, nigga. That was gay as fuck. Last night I was like, I put that on, I put the stream on, and I was like sleepy, so I was falling asleep. And every time,
Yeah,
like suddenly the
I don't
music,
care about your
shut up,
like I don't care
shut
about
the
your
fuck
like
up. Listen,
feminine
like,
complaints. I don't care
yeah,
about
man,
your
every
feminine.
time, like, I'd like fall asleep, I'd like drift asleep, and suddenly like a music would play, and I'd open my eyes, and you'd be fighting them same bog monster.
Yeah,
And
because I was
this
trying to beat
happened,
him like perfect to see if I get like
yeah, I didn't even know. And then I would like fall asleep again, and then suddenly the music would
just
play,
shut up
and I
and
would like
watch.
open
Shut
my
up
eyes,
and
and
watch the
it'd be
game.
the same
Shut up and
fucking
watch the
monster. I was
game.
like, what the fuck is
Shut
going
up
on,
and watch
man?
the game, okay?
No, it's fucking gay, man.
Shut up.
It's a gay ass
This
fucking
is
gay
like
of
the
Thrones.
this is the greatest like spectacle. I'm surprised that Square made a better spectacle fighter than Capcom. I'm like really like shocked. This is like
Yeah,
this is better than God of War, bro. I'm telling you, this is
you know,
better than God of
honestly,
War.
honestly,
This is
I
like I'm
think like Square.
amazed. Like this is so good, bro. Like easy to learn, hard to master, and super deep. Like that's amazing that they
No,
accomplished
no, no.
all of that.
The thing is, I think Square put all their money on this game, and the rest of the projects like Forspoken and everything else
No, what I was
are
told
like
is
they're
like they got their best studio working on this. That's what I was
yeah,
told.
they did.
Also,
And
their
I think
best
like
composer. The music's pretty damn good.
yeah, music is like
Like
okay,
it's
like
I don't remember the last time a hack and slasher got like nearly 90 on Meta. And I think the only reason it's not like 100 is because it's not starring like a black female protagonist. You
yeah,
know,
I
like
agree on that.
yeah, that's the only reason. Because the game doesn't have up till now I have seen no wokey crap.
Yeah,
No like no
I
plugins,
think
no
Square made
political correct
Square
plugins.
made a deal with like Sweet Baby. They're like, oh, we'll just give you your own fucking woke game.
Yeah,
Leave our
possibly.
main game
Yeah,
alone.
possibly.
They're like,
Okay,
oh, you,
shut up. Cutscene time. Like I'm also like I'm talking to you on PC WhatsApp, so yeah,
oh,
shut up. There's cutscene time.
should have told me that sooner.
Shut up. You watching? We can just beat a
No.
boss. I just beat a boss, bro.
Oh, bro, you have to. Do you know what like Israel did? Have you read about
Oh,
it?
wait,
What they
let me
did?
finish the cutscene and then talk. Hang on.
You're nothing. A monster. And I will not let you stand in my way!
The other thing that is really cool about this game is the icon designs. Freaking icon designs are pretty damn epic. Man, this is like, well, what's Santa Monica should like be inspired.
No, man. They're inspired by Black Lives Matter. They
They,
want
sh-
Kratos to kneel.
they should be inspired by this game. This is what God of
No.
War used to be. This is like when a Japanese studio says like, hold my beer, I want to make a game like better than God of War. Like, it's pretty incredible that they actually accomplished it. Because you know, like, when the Japs do something, like it's either like a masterpiece or it's garbage. It's never like
Yeah.
in the middle.
Well, it is. Sometimes it's in the middle as well.
Like what? What is in the middle? Like very few things are in
Well,
the middle. It's
a
either
lot of
the
games that
best
a
or
lot of games that just fly under the radar that we don't even like look for, like basically like Dragon's Dogma 2 or like any other
Dragon's
game like
Dogma
this
2
that
is not under the radar, bro. Come on.
It wasn't like the top seller. It wasn't Sekiro. It wasn't like Dark Souls. You know, it came as like
But
the
at the
only
same time,
controversy
it
about.
is. I've seen like gameplay videos. A lot of it just looks like jank. People say that you have to put like it's got like hang on like I gotta play this again. Controls. It's boss like icon versus icon fight.
Yes,
I just became a freak.
it's the Megazord versus
Yes,
like
yes,
Smurfing time.
yeah, it's morphin time. Like melee and ranged and evade. Okay, so left is evade, left is left trigger ranged, right trigger melee. Okay.
Man,
Uh,
imagine if
right.
Square did like a Power Rangers game with this level of quality.
Yeah, that would be great. Short period of time as well as deal damage to the enemy struck. Okay. All abilities available while embodying a freak can be confirmed on the abilities tab in the main. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Abilities tab. Fine. Oh, this is cool. Oh shh. Yeah, Garuda's gonna get it. I think like the the game's like basic mechanics like are prevalent in this like ooh man, this is freaking epic. Like when I was watching the icon fights, they I believe they freaking spoiled it. You know, like they spoiled it like when they showed like the icon fights.
Yeah, no. The thing is, they probably didn't show it in the PS3 era, but now that the game is out for like a year,
No, no, what I
that's
mean
what
is
I.
like when I was watching the reviews were like the icon fights, blah blah blah. And I'm like, why would you spoil something that's so like it's I mean, okay, the game like opens with it, but it would have been better if they didn't like say anything about this. You know, like if the marketing or I don't think the marketing did it. I think it was like the jour game journals. The game
Yeah,
journals.
it's just the game journals never give a shit about like Japanese games and like their spoilers and shit. They always like spoil that shit. I've noticed.
Yeah, maybe because like they don't want the Japanese games to like shock people or surprise people like in a pleasant. Oh, whoa! Am I supposed to just take that?
What?
Oh, sh. Ooh, freaking love like. There's got to be more to it though. Like I wish. What? Oh no! Oh no!
Be right back.
Okay.
Yo.
Bro, you should be watching this. This is freaking epic. This is better than God of War right now. Like, freaking God of War is lame compared to like if they don't like if one of the devs even if like what's his name Cory Barlog plays this and he doesn't feel like ashamed like what the new God of War has turned into, then I like you know
Yeah, no, he's not going to feel ashamed because like he's
yeah
all
he's
about
woke
emotions
agenda.
now.
He's like all about like woke agenda. Yeah
Yeah, he's like, look at my the father figure. Look how
yeah
fatherly he is.
yeah. He
Look how
wanted to make
sad
an
he is.
Academy Award winning drama like
Yeah,
a Hallmark movie.
basically,
He wanted to make
it's
a
like the
Hall
curse. It's the curse of Naughty Dog, basically. You know, like, everyone's like, oh, I also want like a TV show and a movie and
Yeah,
like
everybody
real
wanted
life.
to make The Last of Us. Every
Yeah, like we also want emotions and shit for our fucking game. Like
yeah,
we want
touchy
facial
feely,
expressions,
touchy feely.
mocap.
I want people to
We want
cry.
we want what could Kojima and Remedy have. We want to like meet up with hot Hollywood actors
Wait,
and
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But Kojima is like very bad at like uh invoking emotion. Not, I mean
no,
like
he is, but
yeah,
he
he
is, but
invokes
like
emotion. He just invokes like anger.
he invokes emotion, but he invokes like
I just
retarded emotion, like in like the sense of
yeah,
like there's
I got
sadness and
Garuda.
shit, but like the reason is retarded for
Wait,
that
hang on,
sadness.
hang on. It's cutscene time. Cutscene time. Well, I
Or
just
what is the story? Fill me in on the story so far, because I wasn't
let me
like
watch
really
this
watching.
cutscene and then I'll fill in the story. Whoa,
Gurada slain.
Garuda.
This is the bitch that was like humping that big guy in the opening
Yeah,
cutscene.
yeah, Benedicta, her icon.
Okay. What happened to the Titan, the guy who she was like?
Oh, his name is Titan. They're
Is he,
called icons, but that guy, that icon's name is Titan. He's
yeah. What
around.
happened to him?
I haven't like come across him in the story yet.
He's probably the final boss,
No, he's not the final boss.
like second final boss probably.
I don't. Maybe. No, he's next. He's next because I know that you get the next icon ability that you get is like the Titan. So it's probably. This is a long
What's
game. I heard that it's 60, 70 hours long.
Yeah, obviously, especially if you like start doing like the fucking fetch quests and shit.
I don't think there are too many fetch quests in this game. It's mostly it's
Don't lie, don't lie, you son of a
no,
bitch,
I
don't
haven't
lie.
come
Don't
across
feel-
this like I haven't come across any fetch quests thus far. It's only been story.
Oh please, go, go, go.
Wait,
Oh.
shut up. Let me watch this. What the heck is this? It's another icon? There's an icon just like what the heck? He just burst me with lightning. Who is this icon? Oh, is that oh is that freaking Sid? That was Sid.
You're too nice is your problem. Bloody mess, this.
So up until now, we did not know that the hero had an icon in it. Like he was rejected by his own mother because he was not given the blessing of the icon. He was not blessed. I mean, he was like not at, not given the power. He was like blessed by the power of the phoenix,
Alright.
but not given like the iconic power. But it just like got this was like a
Sequence
reveal that
missing.
he does have an icon.
Was
He's like the
insane
second
doing it all
icon of
along.
fire, if we. His brother is the one who was blessed with the
I'll be
iconic,
damned if I know what that
like
means.
being a dominant. A person who has like an icon like living inside of him and has all the iconic powers is called a dominant. His younger brother, what's his name? Forget his
The
name.
guy was
The
the
little
guy was healing them in the tutorial.
yes, yeah, yeah. The kid, not the guy. What's his
Mhm.
name? I forget.
Yeah,
Joshua. Joshua is the Phoenix icon. His brother, and his brother died in that
the
prologue.
penis icon,
Yeah, Phoenix, the
the
bird.
penis.
phoenix.
The dick. The pecker. The bird. The woodpecker.
Why? Why did you have to listen to him?
Oh no,
I
she
know
died.
her.
Benedicta died. No, that's too bad.
This
She was a
Why is
good
this guy?
character
Can he?
Why is this guy sad for her?
because they had history. He
Oh,
apparently like saved her from, I don't know, I think either rape or child abuse. They had
even
history.
then she like, even then she joined the other
No,
countryside or
no, no.
whatever.
They were part of a different kingdom, but their king Barnabas is someone who wants to bring the whole world under one world order, his order. So he's gathering up all the dominants under one banner. That's his plan. This guy was under that king Barnabas, and he got sick and tired of being used as a tool, and he left. So he's kind of like doing the snake thing and forming his own country full of like rejects and slaves and bearers, like all the people that are like, what do you call it, like oppressed. He's bringing them under one banner for like peace purposes.
The
And
refugees, the
yeah, the
migrants.
refugees, yeah, you could say that. The bearers, they're slaves. They have the mark, the same mark that the main guys. Hang on, let me watch this.
The future
Wait, wait,
doctors,
wait.
the
Hang on, let me
engineers.
watch this cutscene. I think this is like
King is bold, though desperate.
this is happening somewhere else.
Will you engage
All right,
immediately?
next time, whenever the fuck you can talk, like I'm gonna talk about like Israel, and they did some crazy Splinter Cell Watchdog level shit. If you haven't read about it,
Watch
Think of
Dogs.
wrath for your wings.
That's
yeah,
that's a that's cyber stuff.
yeah.
There are 8 icons.
Th-
There are 8 icons. This is 1, 2, 3. Besides, there are 8 known icons besides the main guy. So with the main
Okay.
guy, it's 9 icons. I'm just trying to count. I'm trying to count like the number of boss fights I might have to come.
How, like, is the icon like a born thing, or is it like a transfer to you
No,
at
it's
birth
a
by
born
the
thing. It's a born thing. Like
okay,
like your icons, I think
chosen one?
choose. Yeah, icons choose their
Yeah.
vessel,
Okay.
and the vessel is called Dominant.
Okay.
What's funny is, what's funny is, the dominants don't really like. Like if you were like a person of such power, dang, this cutscene is like high, really high production value. This is amazing, freaking what they've done. Especially like Square was always known for their design, like character design, and boss designs, creature design. This like just annihilates like stuff like World of Warcraft and Blizzard stuff. It annihilates it. They got nothing on this. Like I'm not
Okay.
normally.
Who's fighting whom?
I
Who's
don't.
fighting whom
Two
right now?
kingdoms. That's all I know. And I think that was Barnabas on the horse. I think
Okay.
Barnabas is a dominant himself.
Okay.
I don't know.
Reform the cohorts. At once.
I just know that these two kingdoms that are fighting right now, they're not affiliated with the main hero's kingdom. You know that this game, this story is fully inspired by Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
They've already said that, yeah. That's why it's got like the violence and the sex, but without the nudity. I wish that it had it.
Saboteurs.
Because they already
Uh,
went all the way with all the violence. I think it's 18,
Even in the holy
like
capital,
M-rated. So why not, add
What of
the?
my father? Is he? Radiance is safe.
I don't think Square is
I think
ready
I
for
think
that.
they're affiliated with the hentai market.
We can
I think
expect
that's
no
like a separate
reinforcements.
market where they're gonna make like more money. Because these
That is no
characters are
matter.
getting
No,
attention.
no. If they had,
His
then
plan
it would have been like. But I don't think it's like their
I fear
expertise,
the
because
older
like,
enemies here.
like they'd have to put the mosaics in and it look like a JV. Like Jazz probably don't even know when to like put the brakes. Like their nudity would be like Jab's level shit.
No, I mean like
you know?
I have like in this game so far I've come across like three sex scenes where they do that thing where in anime where something is like not showing, like there's like a little like some like dark, like the light is not showing, like it's not illuminated. Like the private parts are not illuminated, or it is like being censored by like a table or a chair or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like it's like just like right now, if you're watching this right now, like look at this. Every scene with
Ah,
nudity is kind
you're
of censored
awake.
like this. But this
No,
is
but like
like
that's,
this is not something that I want to
but no,
see. This is not
I'm
something that
not
I want to
talking
see.
about.
Like
Right.
I'm not talking about
Benedicta
like.
has
Trick
like
or
two
Garuda,
sex scenes.
then.
I'm
And
not talking about like nudity as such. I'm talking
wait,
if
wait,
they did
wait.
like
Let me watch.
Bioware type.
Hang on, let me
Didn't
listen
know
to the
you
dialogue.
had it in you.
Yeah, just fucking turn on the subtitles and read, you motherfucker.
Read, trying.
Hey? Kill me.
It was me. I killed him. I killed Joshua. I killed them all. I'm a monster, and I deserve to die. So end it. End it now. Please. Please. Ah!
I reckon I can take you, if that's what you want. But first, I thought I'd give you the benefit of my timeless wisdom. It seems to me, you see, that since you're still breathing, you might as well make yourself useful.
Oh, I'm gonna get
Get
an outfit
dressed.
change. Thank God.
Pretty as
So
you
sick
are,
of that
you're not
that
my
armor.
type.
Give me some new. Give me a new appearance. The one I think I hate about this game is like,
I'll see you in the hall.
and that's where they like kind of saved on production money. It's like if you change your equipment, the equipment is not like armor. It's just like a belt, some bracers, and a sword. Like you don't get to change your outfit. Yeah, I mean you don't get to like changing your equipment does not change your appearance. The appearance is
Because
controlled.
they didn't want to do like the fucking cutscenes, and they didn't have that much of a
No, no, not
engine to.
not cutscenes. They just did. Oh no, oh no, same appearance, same armor. Oh come on, give me some new armor. Give me some a new
Yeah, but
appearance.
because they probably didn't have that detail of an engine to like reflect all the fucking changes in the cutscenes. No, maybe some of the cutscenes are pre-rendered.
They're not all save for the main like story, big story events. All the cutscenes are like in game. Um, however,
No, they're probably in engine, but they're probably like.
it's not that. It's just they just saved budget on like appearance. You know, I think it's an engine thing. It's tied to the engine. Um, but like you do change appearances. Like it's just they're different. Changing equipment does not change appearance, but the appearances are different. You can't change your appearance. There's an
Don't
option.
go making me throw you back in there now, eh?
Oh yeah, I'm back at the
Did you
hideaway,
see the girl Sid
my
brought
hub.
back with him?
Yeah, now you can tell me, and I'll tell you the story of
What
this
are you
game.
doing out of the dungeon?
Tell me
I
what
mean,
Israel is doing according to according to
Yeah, basically Israel just injured more than 2,000 Hamas members in Lebanon by blowing up their pagers.
how what kind of explosion pager? Small.
What?
Who has pagers? This is 2024. Who the heck has
Fucking
pagers, bro?
fucking terrorists who don't want to be fucking tracked by their cell phones, motherfucker. Those guys who
But
want like
you're telling me pagers
discreet.
blow up to hurt people, like hurt, like pagers. How much, like, what kind of an explosion can a pager, uh, like, well,
I don't know, like, but a lot of
yeah,
people
like
are
it's
injured, and it happened
ridiculous. It's
like all
injured. Yeah,
over
that's
the.
the key word. Like the pager can't kill someone unless you're holding, like, you're carrying your
Yeah,
pager.
basically what I've read is that Israel failed because they did the testing on animal, and all the animals died with the pagers, like their explosions. But like apparently humans did not die, and like they were hoping for, like, basically what happened was that they were hoping for like one final, like, like ultimate move, like, press shift delete everyone, you
Okay.
know but apparently their shit was going to get leaked because like someone was onto it, and then they prematurely like exploded like all that they had so far, you know and it sort of worked because like they got like 200, 2,000 plus people. with that. And but like they were injured, most were injured, but some
Terrorists?
two th- yeah, well, like who or whoever else bought the fucking pager. Because what they were doing was how they did it was basically they those pagers came from Taiwan, but Taiwan has denied that they did not, you know, uh,
Nice work, but it'll do.
they didn't make those pagers. They're like this was some other company using the our brand name to make the pagers, like the some European company apparently. So basically, so what they did was before they, you know, before those pagers were shipped to Lebanon, they probably were like they went to Jordan or some other country where these guys, let's say, hijacked the supply lines or whatever the supply lanes or whatever, got the pagers, put bombs in them like tiny bombs, like how big of a bomb can you put inside a pager, right?
Yeah,
Pager is like a small thing.
yeah.
And then they shipped them to fucking Lebanon. And then like whoever had that pager, maybe they were Hamas,
Wait,
maybe
hang
they
on.
were not.
Terrorists are in Lebanon?
What?
Terrorists are in Lebanon?
What the fuck? Why are you whispering?
I'm not whispering. I think the mic like moved away from my face. Said the pages are in Lebanon?
The pagers were in Lebanon. That's where they went off. Because like right now, Lebanon is like,
Isn't
fighting with
isn't isn't Lebanon a country by itself, or is Lebanon in Turkey?
no, Lebanon's a country, you motherfucker.
Where's Lebanon? Like located? Like next
Right
to
next to Israel.
right next to I thought right next to Israel is Palestine.
Well, that's like the south side of Israel. And like Israel is Palestine, basically.
And what about
But like
where's Lebanon?
north.
Is Lebanon wait, hang on,
North.
is Lebanon like involved in this whole thing? Are they part of the war?
Yeah, yeah. Basically, right
And
now, basically Hezbollah, which is like the Irani-backed militia,
right.
is very active in Lebanon. And while like Israel is like genociding Gaza,
Uh-huh.
Lebanon is like, Hezbollah from Lebanon is firing rockets at Israel from the north. They're like, okay, fuck you, we're gonna fire rockets at you.
Uh-huh.
So, like Israel is also like firing rockets back into Lebanon, and they like just now they just did this shit. Like I
Uh-huh.
think they were planning like a massive shift delete all of Hezbollah move, but it kind of failed. Kind of goes to show that they can like blow up your iPhone, nigga. You talk shit about
But
God
it's
of
been
War,
but it's
motherfucker.
been done before. This has been done
What?
before.
How is it this?
Well,
How is
oh no,
this been
hang on.
done?
It happened accidentally. The Samsung phones that blew up because of the battery.
They no, they never blew up. They caught fire. They always
It's
caught fire. Like
it's close
this
enough.
was different.
Close enough.
No. Like that's what people were saying. They were like because before initially people were saying that they like Israel has some technology that they can just use like a satellite to blow up your device. But people are saying that there's nothing they can do even if they short circuit or like hack the
Right, right.
software to like
Make it ignited to cause an
yeah.
explosion. All it can do is
So
like
so
burn a hole because it's got a
yeah,
battery in it.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. So like all they can do is like let's say overcharge your phone or like fuck
Right.
up with the battery settings and like burn up the battery. They're
Right.
saying that it's not gonna
Cause a fire.
explode.
Cause a
Yeah.
fire, cause like a giant like hole in your leg or something if you're carrying it in your
No, but
pocket.
like yeah, maybe like a slight burns. So like I don't think some
Exactly,
asshole would be
exactly.
like
But
that
like
aloof
so
that
you're
it's not
saying
gonna
the
like
pagers were put like had mini bombs in them.
yes, and they were like
So
like
they
when
obviously got control of whatever facility produces the
or
pagers.
they like on the ports they like took the shipment and like quickly did like an operation and put planted bombs in all of them.
Ah, don't look so down. Happens to the best of us.
So that was the
Well, us who are halfway interesting anyhow.
probably how they did it. So that's like the latest fucking thing that just happened. And a lot of people are pissed. They're saying like this is like next level terrorism. They're saying like like what if like your phones start blowing up now?
Yeah, but they're not doing the random. I mean, they are, but like not to anybody else apart from you know, their enemies, or the countries where the enemies are living. Like, of course,
Yeah,
there's
but
gonna
like
be collateral
that's what I'm
damage,
saying.
but
But if
that's the
someone
price
else
of
had a
war.
pager, for whatever reason, like doctors carry pagers and shit,
Yeah,
you know?
well, I mean, there's gonna be collateral damage. Whoever said that they,
Yeah,
you know, these are
yeah,
like,
but
like,
it's
you know,
just that it's
ethical
just that
maneuvers.
that
Like,
shit's like called like a war crime, you know? That's what it's called. It's a war crime.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't
under the
think that's,
Geneva.
yeah, I guess that's a war crime. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
under the
there's
Geneva
war crimes
Convention,
on every side. Like, that's like the part of war. So like, it's like,
I guess.
it's still more targeted,
Crawl down to the crypt,
I
eh?
think, than like missiles. And hopefully
Although I thank you for
because
the courtesy of covering
their
it all.
plan was kind of half baked.
No,
People
no,
didn't
this was
die,
this was
right?
worse. No, this was worse, bro. Like imagine like
Listen,
bombs going off in everyone's pocket or hand
you've forgotten.
simultaneously
Been putting his nose
around
to earth
2,000 plus people.
for nothing.
Like imagine like the collateral damage from that. Like some guy's driving, like he just like bang and he just like crashes into somewhere and
Been busy sniffing out your dominance.
it's just gonna be like more chaos than that
100%.
when a
Gonna be
missile.
a bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out.
But yeah, like funny enough, a Ukraine person, like the Ukraine ministry person, also got injured
Okay.
in Lebanon.
All right. So next mission,
Come on. Gav will be waiting for us.
get your stuff together. Can I change my appearance now? No, I still don't think I could change my appearance, but it would be great if I
No, you
could.
probably can't, bro. It's probably like the
It's a story
pre-rendered,
thing.
like
It's a story thing. Like when the story gets to that point. Because I remember like playing the demo. I played one of the missions that I've already played, but I had a different appearance, different outfit. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the next
have
quest.
you looked it up? Maybe it's like something you needed to unlock
No,
and you missed
it's
it.
just part of the story. Like as you progress, you get like a new appearance. I haven't missed anything. This is
Oh, did you play Starfield?
I mean, just the prologue. I haven't played past the prologue. I will play some Starfield, but I also got work tonight, so I gotta make
Are
sure.
you have you had your fucking fill of Final Fantasy 7?
No, I'm gonna play that after I play this. These two games are very different. This is a hack and slasher. That is still an RPG, even though it's got some real-time action elements in it. It's still like you get to control like different party members.
Not so long ago,
You
I
have
was
to
able to
control
find
different
its
party
favourite.
members to win. Your character can't do everything.
The people left. And just like that, it was deserted.
This game is amazing. Like I'm
Little short.
really like surprised. Like
Gav's waiting
thus
for us
far,
there. Come on.
some people said that the story. I mean, honestly, I was very shocked with the ratings on Meta, but then I realized it's all the people who were like
Still feeling sorry
the
for yourself?
typical like Final Fantasy fans who were disappointed that this is not like the typical affair. You know, like this is a hack and slasher. This is not like their usual game. The people that love this game
Movie.
are like action game fans. All the people that love Final Fantasy are like RPG fans.
Does it have like blood?
Oh yeah, it's got blood. It just doesn't have dismemberment.
I need to see what the bastards are up to. You go on ahead and meet up with Gav.
But we both know that.
No buts about it.
I also like I'm using like it's not a I don't know if it's a mod. It the file said that it was an update, but it's basically a config file to increase the FOV because the game's default FOV is Batman Arkham Asylum. You know, that kind of an FOV. So did you want to know what the story is like thus far?
Yeah.
All right, so there's some
Okay.
This is stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Gav on a wild goose chase.
the game like the levels like if people were expecting some like GTA type like open world crap, then they would be disappointed. But like this is just like Naughty Dog level, you know, script like linear levels. Some levels are like more open ended than others, but the levels are gorgeous. Like it's just freaking beautiful. Like this is exactly like, so you know, like the problem. What is the problem with DMC? DMC is a great hack and slasher, but the level
Okay, so
design and the story just is like just straight up like Capcom level, like just nonsense, right? This is nonsense.
yeah.
It's straight up nonsense. Like there's the enemy designs, the like everything. Like it's just stupid. It's like if you wanted like a hack and slasher with a great story and good characters and like great progression, then this is it. This is the one. With like levels that don't like make you think like where the hell am I? You know, what is this? Oh the abilities, bro, like freaking abilities are awesome.
There are like no classes though. You're just like a fire guy.
No. No, I'm like at from this is what I know from like just like watching reviews is that Clive's thing is that he can take other icons'
Oh, okay. He's
abilities.
like
I already
okay.
have Garuda's ability. I already have
Okay, okay. So
Garuda's
he's
wind.
the ultimate.
Yeah, he's
He's the
ultimate
soul
dominant.
sucker. The
Yeah,
soul stealer
okay, so
ability.
I was watching um to change up the topic a little. I was watching like a video, an hour-long video of uh is the boys is not done, right? The boys is still going on. Boys is gonna. Are you caught
Yeah.
up with all the seasons? I think there's 4
Yes.
seasons, right? Okay, so what
Yeah.
I watched this video, like one of those like dissection videos, like a review of the story so far, and
Okay.
what it basically said, and I agree with everything it said. It's like the boys has gotten much worse. Like the season 1 was
Yeah.
good, and then like it gets stupid. Like the whole story gets stupid, and I agree for all the reasons that it get. And it's basically the same reason I stopped watching. It's like Homelander like should have killed these guys, right? But Homelander does that thing where like ha ha ha, you know, I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live and like let you suffer, blah blah blah. Like you know, like what the
Yeah.
heck? Like no real world villain would ever do that. And apparently the um wait, let me beat this first. Like, focus a little. Oh Oh, he's kicking my butt.
Do you have to grind? Is there like a do enemies have like a level?
No, you have, bro. Come on, like the only way you can grind is side quests. There are no side quests so far. So how would you like? How could you grind?
But enemies do have
You
a
can
number
you
of
can
them.
replay levels. You can replay levels, but it's not like you don't really get a lot of.
No, like how hard are the enemies? So like let's say if you're level
No, they're
16,
not. They're not hard.
like do you remember Borderlands 1?
No, they're not.
Do
What
you
am I
remember?
telling you? They're not hard like that.
No, no,
If
no.
you're good, you can beat. You can
No, no,
finish
no.
it. What?
No, no, no. It's not about good. Like in Borderlands 1, if you took on an enemy that was like maybe like a level or 2 levels higher than you, it would be such a huge bullet sponge
Yeah, I know.
that
I know. It's
it
like
would take
it's like literally like
you take like
walled.
in
You cannot
yeah,
you can't even scratch the enemy. Same thing with BioWare games, I think too. Is it? Was it with BioWare games? Like they're like they have infinite shields if you're not up to level. It's like
yeah.
what do you call it? I forget. Like the enemy scaling is no, not enemy scaling. I don't know what it's called, but basically they're you can't even touch them without like the proper level.
Yeah, even if you're good and you keep hitting them, like you'd go for like 5 hours and you'd like not even get them to 50% health.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's meant for you to grind. Forced grind.
Yeah. Yeah, does this game have
No,
that?
no, no. This I told you this game is like strictly story. The side quests are like within like you know that hub world, the base. It's kind of like that. The side quests are only limited to like some menial chores in the hub world, and they don't take more than like 10 minutes to do. They're not even replayable. The only thing that are replayable are the main story levels. That's why I'm so surprised, and that's why I'm liking this. Like, this is not like F16, 15. 15 had you like do like really like time-consuming like chores. This is none of that. This is strictly story. Kind of like Tales. Tales was strictly story. They were like side quests, but they were not like long. Anyway, so the boys garbage, huh? The boys is now garbage, huh? Like, of course, like I mean it. Like Seth Rogen, and anyways, the review said like if you really want to watch like a a show about superheroes but with a twist, watch what's that other show that you always be talking about? The one with J.K. Simmons voicing Invincible. J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, Invincible.
Invincible. Like he said like if you want to watch a good show with like
that's a cartoon now. That's a cartoon.
Yeah, but it's still a
action.
show, right? It's still a show. Like
no,
it's
but like it's still
stuff, right?
it's a cartoon, bro. You can do like a lot of shit in the cartoon that you can't do in like a real show. Cause like The Boys is not like the comics. That show is like the Invincible show is pretty much, just like the comics. I don't know what they've changed, but like it's more or less still following the comics. Cause like you can just draw that. You can just draw the panels. You can animate it. Whatever the fuck that is, but like in this show, like The Boys, they've like completely changed, like 70-80% changed or like diverted from the comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that too. Like Black Noir was supposed to be, not read that, like watched it. Like the what do you call it? The gatekeeper, or the person who's gonna moderate Homelander's like a madness, right?
No. Basically, Black Noir is basically
Another
Homelander's
Homelander.
moderator. Yeah, and like Homelander doesn't know it, but Black Noir is basically
even
like
more psychotic than
clone.
Homelander, right?
Yeah, he gets psychotic basically. He gets psychotic because he's like, why do I have to hide my face and shit? And he gets psychotic in the comics, and he starts doing like crazy shit on video, like eating children, murdering people, raping women and shit. And like as Homelander. And Homelander,
okay.
Yes, as Homelander. And Homelander starts losing his mind. And in the end, when Homelander's like I don't know,
what do you mean like start losing his mind?
Homelander is like, Homelander doesn't know he's got a clone. So when Homelander sees that shit, like the videos and shit of him doing that.
Does he think that it's AI generated or something?
Well, like the comic was like pretty old, so I don't think they had like.
Oh really? How long ago did they make the comic?
Yeah, long before AI and shit. Like the comic is like the seasons are like before the fucking AI and shit, bro. Like the Boys season 1 came and there was like no fucking AI. Like there was, but like not at this fucking public generation level. AI is like what, like the last 2 years? Like it came to the public.
No, it's been long. It's been there. Oh, you mean like the stuff, the videos?
Yeah, when like the public had access to it, like the AI. Like normally, like AI was just like what, Siri, basically voice recognition. That was like the extent of AI, like available to the public. I don't know how deep or advanced secret military techs, like those dudes have, but what we have was like what, Siri level, Alexa level, which is just like, like just answer a question and like search on the internet for your fucking keyword, like voice to text, and basically that was it. That was like the level available to the public for the longest time. And now we just got ChatGPT, which is like a language model which like understands like, much deeper. But even now, like the AI models, all they do is like get internet information from the net. That's all they do. It's not like whatever they tell you, it's somewhere from the internet. Like they may phrase it differently, they may like present it to you like they're telling you, but every information is on the net. Because I was searching for that. I asked like an AI ChatGPT a question about like that blue shit that I cook, right? And it gave me an incorrect answer, which I knew was incorrect. So I knew that this thing just copied and pasted the answer from somewhere on the net, and it was incorrect over there, and it just like copy pasted it. It didn't know.
Yeah, because
You know, there's certain things.
ChatGPT is like you know, a more intelligent database, just like Google. It's just a Google that can talk, like
Yeah,
intelligent.
exactly.
It's Google that can talk
Yeah, it
intelligent.
can.
Yeah, and it like
Yeah,
it's got better tuned search parameters. Like it searches, but maybe it can like you know be dumbed down too. But it'll only be as smart as its programmers or something like that. But what I meant to say about when did you have you read the whole is it called is the comic books also called The Boys? Is that the
yeah.
okay? So the
I
comic
didn't read him. I
you
didn't
didn't
read him.
read them.
I
When did
just
they come out? And is it American? Is it a manga or is it American?
no, it's American
It's
comic book.
American.
It's like that. I think
Okay.
it's like the DC Image Comics or some shit like that. Like
Also, it's
the
DC.
yeah, it's not DC, but it's like their other label, like the
Some
extreme one.
subsidiary.
Yeah, it's Dark Horse or Image or some shit like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
Another
don't-
branch of
It,
DC.
it,
Okay.
yeah, it's that sort of like Preacher was like the same thing. Preacher was by the same guy,
Uh huh.
and it was like same thing,
Uh huh.
like same
Gotcha.
style.
I know that DC's got like DC Vertigo. DC Vertigo does like the
No,
Hellblazer.
Vertigo is like still the fucking like DC brand, right? Like it's still like
Part.
DC characters, but only in mature stories.
Okay.
But I think this is like they also
So,
have like other brands
so,
which do like standalone like from like standalone artists like books from other
so
artists
what
like
do you
Dark.
think? What do you think of like where do you think it's Seth Rogen that's like, you know, ruining it?
Yeah, yeah, yes, it is.
You know who made I was surprised by like I was kind of surprised but not surprised. Um the creator is Eric Kripke, the guy who did Supernatural. And I freaking hated Supernatural. Like after like 8 seasons or so, it became one note. It became one
Yeah,
note.
obviously after 8 seasons, like yeah,
It's got like
you know.
a lot more seasons than 8, I think. And it's the same thing with The Boys. The stuff got like one note, and it's very like um, anti like religion. It's very like
Yeah.
pro atheist. The whole thing is
Yeah,
very
it's specifically anti-Christianity because like of Seth Rogen, who
no,
is very anti.
not Seth.
Yes,
Eric Kripke.
no,
Both of them.
no,
Both
Seth
of them. Bro.
Rogen, like
Rogen
Seth
too.
Rogen is on
Krip-
record doing like anti-Christian thing, like like he got roasted on Twitter because like he and Sarah Silverman, you know that fucking
Yeah,
like
I know.
rich
The
nut
other
guy?
kike, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these two like did something like they made fun of Christmas and like they're like mocking Christianity openly.
Uh-huh.
And then like the Christians like called them out on Twitter. They started roasting these two fat kikes. They're like, fuck you, you're a fucking kike, and then like he just like went back, like he took a step back because like they got roasted really, badly by the internet for being like, massive kikes.
Oh,
But
this is getting like pretty intense, bro. Hang on. Oh,
this guy's lightning.
he's my guy. He's my friend.
No,
He's the other
your
icon.
guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah, he's
lightning
lightning.
icon.
He's lightning icon. Yeah.
When will he die and give you his powers?
I don't know. I'm hoping.
He will.
I'm hoping he dies soon.
He will. He will.
I
die
know
soon.
he'll die.
It is a Japanese story.
Bro, like
He
the
will- he will.
lift attacks are freaking awesome. Like the airtime that you get, right? The airtime is freaking amazing. This game is like wholly designed around like lift attacks. That's what I love about it. Like DMC has like got lift attacks too, right? Obviously. But this game, like
Alright, story. Alright, tell me the story. Tell me the story, like from the beginning. Like there are like how many houses, how many kingdoms, and why are they fighting, and which kingdoms are allies and shit, and which kingdoms are like neutral, and which kingdoms are assholes.
I don't know all that. Freaking like all I know is like there's like they're not they haven't introduced it like that. Like,
Okay, okay. So, like, what have they told you so far? Like, I saw some of the opening. There was like a war going on, and these guys were like four guys were like just doing some shit,
oh,
and
he's
then it
gonna
went to
kill
the
me.
flashback. Who was the girl who was fighting Titan in the
He did kill me.
opening? Like the icon. Who was the icon that was fighting Titan?
That was apparently that was my old girlfriend, the little girl that who was carrying the dog. The prologue. Yeah, she grew up. She apparently had an icon in her as well. It was not known.
The Frost icon.
Her name is Jill. Her name is Jill.
Okay, so that was Jill, and like your character at that time did not know that was Jill.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't even know that Jill had an icon.
Okay, so that was Jill
Jill
fighting
wasn't
the Titan.
dominant, I mean.
Okay, so Jill,
Oh,
Jill, like
and the
that.
icon's name is Shiva.
Okay, so did Shiva die? Like, did she die in that
No,
battle?
no, no. She's not. She's like recuperating.
Okay. He doesn't like. Does your guy know that like his girlfriend is like? Does he know now?
Yeah, yeah. He knows.
Okay. Does he know that she's alive and shit, or does he think she's dead?
Wait, wait. Let me beat this guy. He's kicking my
Is there
butt.
like a, is there like an enemy love interest, like a evil villain that he also likes, like a Unity? You know, like, oh, you are the villain, but I love you. I must bone you, but you are evil. You are the other side. Is there like a Helen of Troy thing going on here?
The one thing
Is
that I
he?
hate is that you can't like roll dodge spam. You cannot roll dodge spam. Like you have to time your rolls perfectly. Otherwise, like there's a certain delay.
Man, these fucking effects are overdone. Tell me the story, nigga. Why you?
I died. Hang on. So the story is that there are a bunch of kingdoms and they're fighting over the ice crystals. The ice,
Okay.
the ice crystal. I forget what they're called. They're the one.
The
They're like
crystals are like
the
what?
main
Like Chris?
resource. The main
I get it, but
resource
are
of
the
the
ice
world.
crystals like? All right, let me ask you one thing. Are the crystals like small objects, or are they like large fucking chunks,
They're
like
huge.
stalactites?
They're huge, but you can break them. Like
No,
every
no, no. But are they like in a certain region, or are they already been like have they already been harvested and taken to like a castle and shit?
no, they're in a region. There's like a mountain. So I think where the crystals came from is probably like it was like an asteroid fall or something.
Yeah, of
Is
course,
where
of
like
course.
yeah, like where the
What
like
was the Final Fantasy VII asteroid called? The Mother, like no,
I don't know. The
Gino.
point is like the because the crystals are such a like important part of like living in life because I think the crystals are not just like they not just provide like water, but they also
They're
provide
oil
like
basically.
power. Yeah, they're everything. They're like uh,
They're, they're oil in the Middle East.
they're like some life essence type thing. Like it gives them
Yeah,
water, it gives them power, everything. So
yeah, like oil.
every kingdom is like fighting over these crystals, and every kingdom is kind of uh like situated around the
Yeah, okay.
giant
So yeah,
mound of
yeah.
crystal or whatever. Like
So they're all like fighting. It's mine, nigga. It's
yeah,
my mountain.
yeah, that's what the main fighting is about. And one like all I know is like one of the kingdoms. I don't know what the kingdom is called, but the king's name is Barnabas, and that's the one who had like Benedicta working. That every kingdom has like a dominant. Every kingdom has its own dominant. The kingdom that I was part of is like I think they're called the Kingdom of Rosaria or something, and the king is like it's archduchy, and it's not called a king. He's called the duke or something, the duchy, archduchy or something. Anyway, so like he's the guy, the king. I am like the king's son, the firstborn, and Joshua is like the younger son. The firstborn did not get the power of the dominant as is supposed to be passed down. I think it's because it's tied to the bloodline, and the mother of the the two children is like super like hates, like just looks down and hates and wants to discard the
No,
Clive,
wait,
the
wait,
firstborn.
wait, wait. So wait, like, is that mother like? Is she like his stepmother and Joshua's actual
No,
mother, or
no, no, their
is
real
she?
mother. Both of their real mother. Like she's their real mother. So she just like
Oh, just cause, just cause,
she's just a power
just cause,
hungry like whore
just
type
'cause, like he's
character.
not a blonde, she's like, nah, nah, nigga,
No, no,
you don't carry me.
because Clive doesn't have the dominance power.
But she
I think
does,
she's
though.
upset that she has to get pregnant a second time because the firstborn did not have the it has to
Oh,
go through the
oh,
pangs
okay,
of like birthing.
okay. Yeah,
We're just like
yeah. She,
speculating. There's no
no,
reason
yeah,
given
yeah.
as to why she does not. The only reason we
It's
know
like
is that
the Norseman. It's
she's
like
a
the Norseman
no,
shit,
she's a
basically.
elitist. She's an elitist. She does
She's a
not care.
Norseman
She
mother.
does not care for her child that doesn't have like the power of the icon. So
Yeah,
she
she's like
wants
the
to discard
Norseman
Clive,
mother.
and the king like loves, or the duke or whatever, archduke loved both of them. Like both Joshua, and Joshua loves Clive too. But the whole prologue. And anyway, so after that, like the wife the wife betrays the husband and everybody. She was just trying to recover Joshua from the massacre, but it's the wife who like, allied with the emperor behind, in cahoots. Like, she's in cahoots with the emperor, and she, like, conspired with the emperor behind, uh, her husband's back to backstab them, to betray them. But she was like hopeful that Joshua would live because it's the emperor's intention of like getting all the dominance under one banner. The emperor was trying to kidnap Joshua and bring him under his thumb. Now I think the wife thought, I forget what her name is. The wife thought that there was no way that her husband was going to be able to win against the emperor. So she was trying to save her son, you
I
know,
get it.
by
So you like, yeah,
sacrificing the ones
yeah,
that don't have any iconic powers.
yeah.
Both the husband and Clive. But apparently, like, but Clive survived that, and then she was like, kill him. And then, like, she changed her mind. She said, like, nah, like, my husband always like wouldn't shut up about him, like, about like Clive being a great soldier. So send him to like the front lines. And so they put the mark of the bearer, which is like a slave mark, a mercenary mark on him. I think it's not a mercenary; it's a slave mark. So
So
he's
King
like,
is dead.
his father's dead. That's the king. Yeah, they chopped his head off. They chopped his
Okay.
head. Yeah, they chopped his head off.
So
And
so you like your kingdom has fallen, or is like your mother in charge now, and she's
no, kingdom.
subservient to the.
I think my kingdom is like all but gone. All but gone. Like,
So what happened to
I think the mother has like gone and become like Barnabas's
the
whore.
queen?
Barnabas
Okay,
is
and she's
like,
like,
yeah,
I'll just rule my kingdom, but I'll be your bitch.
yeah. Part of Barnabas's harem. I think she's become. She's kind of like
Okay.
Cersei-ish in this game,
It
but
reminds me of she's like the Norseman mother.
yeah, but she ain't like thus far. I was like thinking, oh, she's what a bitch, but like, if it wasn't for her changing her mind at the very last moment and saying, don't kill him, like throw him to, like, give him, put him on the front lines, Clive wouldn't even be alive. So she kind of does have like a glimmer of like goodness in her, like mercy for her like baby. But at the end of the day, she's still a major bitch. She got her husband's head chopped off. She got her like son become like a slave, and Joshua's like dead, right? Joshua's dead because, and that part remained a mystery at the in the prologue because Joshua lost control of his icon, turned into the Phoenix but lost control because he saw his father's head chopped off in front of him. And then
Oh,
and
oh,
then Clive was confronted by this is the mystery part, by this like kind of glowy bald character that had glowing green eyes and
the
was saying like,
the ball, the chosen ball of destiny. Like, yes,
whatever.
you are
Like
the
I
chosen
think
one.
that's the main villain. Anyways, whoever this is, like whoever this is, did something to trigger like I this is my like, and this is very easy to kind of like predict and foresee, is because that guy, the spirit or whatever, that power, that icon, the dominant whatever, had glowing green eyes. So when he triggered um what's his name, uh Clive's icon
Clive.
Ifrit, his eyes were glowing green. So he was either under control, or there's another icon, there's another Ifrit, or an icon who can like literally copy your icon. Either one. Either he was controlling him fully, either he was controlling Clive's icon, or he can copycat your icon. So that icon is like a doppelganger, is an imposter icon. And that's what he saw right before he changed into Ifrit. And Joshua, obviously nobody knows that Clive is a dominant. Nobody knows that.
Are you sure like that? No, wait. So there were two Ifrits, or
No, no, no,
like,
no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What I'm saying is like either there's two Ifrits, but here's the thing. All the elements have one icon.
but
They're
but but
what?
but 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 or maybe it's like he's like the fox from Naruto. Maybe it's like Ifrit in like physical form talking to Clive. Maybe it was like
I
not
I
like
don't know. That's the mystery. I don't know. We're trying to
okay,
figure
okay,
we're trying to figure that out, bro. We're
okay, okay. All right. Okay. I was like, maybe it's like the fox, like the representation that maybe like icons can, or like dominants can, like, talk to their fucking icons as they're like different beings inside them. Cause like that would make sense. Cause like that's how Joshua lost control, cause he like the icon, like fox, went full fucking nine tails on his ass.
oh yeah. Like so the other thing is like every element has its own icon. There's no like two icons of the same element. So that's what the big surprise was, is like there's only one icon of fire, the Phoenix. How can there be another icon of fire, the Ifrit? So there's now like two icons of fire. Well, of course that makes sense because they're brothers, right? They're brothers, they're from the same like
Uh,
bloodline, and they're both like icons of fire. But that's the
did
exception.
did like Clive become freed after the death of Joshua?
What do you mean, like right now or like at that
No, no,
point?
no, no.
We don't know.
At
We
that point.
we don't know if it was Clive, or if it was that guy, or if that guy was controlling Clive. That's the mystery. All we
Oh, so
know,
if
all
Freed,
we know
so
is
so
like,
if Freed showed up.
Clive is a freed for sure, because he just like triggered his icon in the Garuda fight. We know that
So
Clive, and that's why Clive was saying that I am the one who killed my brother, because I am that second what do you call it? Icon of fire. I'm the second icon of fire. I'm the one who killed my brother because I saw myself killing him without being able to control my actions. Like I was doing it, I was seeing it through my eyes, but it was kind of shown like they did some, what do you call it, trickery with the camera work. That it was
oh, so it's probably like
he
the
was he was
end
seeing himself.
spoiler, like
He
the
was
end
Yeah,
twist,
exactly.
basically.
He was seeing himself outside of himself. He was literally seeing himself in a third person view. That camera angle was not his own eyes looking at you know, looking down in FPS, looking down on Phoenix, Joshua, and killing him. That's not what we saw. What we saw was he's looking away, like somewhere away from them. He's looking through like his own eyes and seeing Ifrit kill the Phoenix, which is his brother. So that's why I'm saying I don't think he did it. I think there's a copycat, there's a icon whose power is like a doppelganger power. He can become any icon, or he was being controlled. Either one. But
Okay.
so now after that, like after that whole skirmish and what's his name, Joshua dying, the Phoenix dying, he goes back into his own form, and his mother comes and like goes to the refuge with the emperor's like soldiers, and then she sends his son to like the front lines of the imperial army, and then all their job as him as a mercenary in the imperial army is basically gathering up dominance after they're like spent, like the dominants have energy or whatever power levels, and after they're beaten they become like their human counterparts again. They turn human, right? They transform into their icons. You beat them, only another icon can beat them. After they're beaten they turn into a human. So once Shiva, the whole point was like attack that nation and kill their, not kill, like basically expend their icon, which is Shiva, which is he finds out later, right, in the prologue, right after the prologue, first mission,
So
that Shiva,
basically, the initial war was like your kingdom attacking someone.
the initial war, oh, the very first
Like,
war,
yeah,
uh, uh, was it our kingdom? I don't know, but I
yeah.
think I,
Because
I'm
Titan went out to defend. He was like, I'm gonna
Yeah, 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 yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. But I don't think those two. I don't think either one of those kingdoms have anything. I think one of those kingdoms is affiliated with Barnabas, with the emperor, because the emperor is trying, like, kind of like the Lannisters, trying to get other kingdoms under their thumb, like trying to bring all these like other, because his whole thing is like bring all the dominance under one banner, right? So he's got like allegiances with other kingdoms. So he's got the kingdom that's got the Titan. He's working with that kingdom that's got the Titan. And one thing
no,
I
but like
noticed,
Titan wasn't attacking. The Titan was like defending in that thing. Like the other kingdom was attacking. Titan went out to like defend in that cutscene.
I don't know if it was. I think what they meant about defense is like their soldiers are getting
No, but
killed.
they were in the castle. No, that's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't be in your fucking castle if you weren't defending. Like
Uh,
the war was in their
I'm
fucking
not
turf.
I'm not clear about that. I'm not clear about like whether if if they're like in cahoots with the emperor or not.
Right.
But
Like whoever it was,
in
like
the midst of all that, I don't think that Clive and his little band though was on either side of those in the conflict. I don't think they were, because their
then
whole
why was Sheba going to fight Titan? Then why was Sheba there?
they're
Shiva or Shiva.
yeah, Shiva. They're their own like Shiva's like the that kingdom that's fighting the Titan kingdom, but I am basically there to kidnap whichever Titan, which is like no, not Titan,
Oh,
icon, whichever icon gets like beaten up in their human form. So when
oh,
I
so basically, so basically, you're just there. Like every fucking kingdom is making the play for the dominance,
I don't know if every kingdom is, but the Emperor is, and he sent
but
me.
like
I
so were
was
you
there
guys.
in the middle of
But
this conflict, going to
you were
like
there. You were sent by the
kidnap.
emperor.
Yeah, yeah. I was sent by the Emperor to kidnap like whichever dominant gets beaten up in their human form.
So the initial story is like after your like kingdom has been destroyed and shit, and you're like the slave to the emperor.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So then from that point, like after I defeat Jill, because when I that's the one thing that I found stupid is like when he's fighting Jill, he doesn't recognize her. But after like I think it's kind of like what you're supposed to understand is like it's been so long they haven't seen each other in such like since they were kids. That's why he didn't recognize her, because in the middle of a fight you're not looking at somebody's face, not like that. So after he defeats her and she's like kind of like laying down on the ground, and his lieutenant is telling him, his captain is telling him to kill her, he like turns her over and looks at her face, and he's like, no way, like like it's her, like it's Jill, and I'm not gonna kill her. So he turns against his own party, right? And saves her, and then like he's gonna get like, what do you call it? Like he's gonna be killed by like a mob of like barbarians, and that's when Sid comes and rescues them. Sidonus, this the icon of lightning, and
Like his partner.
his partner right now, but they didn't know each other right then. You know that's the first time they meet is because
So so
Sid is
what?
literally looking for. Sid is doing the same thing the Emperor is kind of. He's trying to like gang up against all these
Oh yeah,
forces.
he's trying to form the Avengers
Right,
basically.
he's trying to form the Avengers exactly. So he was looking for like he's trying to save the dominant of ice. Sorry, no, the
Okay.
friggin' Shiva. You know, like the dominant, like Jill. So he too is looking for her, and like also, uh, I think he's already affiliated with her from before because he's got Torgo. Torgo is like my dog, the hound from before. So I think because Jill had Torgo. You know, I think Jill had Torgo. So I think we don't know that the story hasn't progressed that far. But I think Shiva or Jill knows Sidonus from before, and they were probably working together. You know, trying to.
Do you have a sister as well? Was that other girl your
No,
sister in the opening cutscene?
no, that's not my sister. That's just like a girl. I think she's a refugee. Well, she spoke about like ever since I've been in your country, in your land, in your kingdom. You know, I haven't had to. She was a refugee. You know, from another land. So I have no affiliation with her, like blood ties or whatever. But yeah, I mean, she's my like, what do you call it, childhood like crush or love interest or something like that. And she's back. But like ever since we defeated her, she's been in recuperation in the hideaway, in the hideout, in the base. I haven't spoken to her since she's been knocked out. And the story has like progressed thus far up till now. And me like, fighting Benedicta, and then we just defeated Benedicta. And now we're following the trail of the so what Clive thinks that,
Did you killed Benedicta? Is Benedicta dead?
right, but here's the thing. So Clive believes like Clive's been like ever since like he like became like a mercenary. He's been looking for this other dominant of fire because he knows the other dominant is the one that killed his brother, and he's gonna take revenge. That's his whole life. So he finds out, he gets a clue that there's like a guy in a hooded robe that Benedicta has, because Benedicta is working for the Emperor. Benedicta is rounding up the dominants, right? So you are right. So everybody's kind of like trying to round up the dominants, and however, whoever gets the most dominance on his side is the one who wins, has the most power, right? So
Yeah.
Benedict is working for the Emperor. She she's got this hooded monk type character who's got fire ability. He's an icon of fire. He's an icon of fire. So like they know about this, they learn about this, and then like Clive's like, okay, I'm gonna go and kill him, and whoever stands in my way dies. So Benedicta stands in the way. Benedicta dies, and like
So wait, like there are like three icon of fire now.
that's the thing. That's like Clive didn't know that he was an icon of fire then. We just learned. We wow, like him on the trail him on the trail of this other dominant of fire. He comes across Benedict. Benedict is like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like this dominant is mine, and you're not gonna get him. I'm gonna kick your ass. And he and she gets her ass. In the process, we find out that Clive himself is a freak. So who is the guy in the hooded robe? So that's why, like in the cell, like right now in the previous cutscene, he's telling Sidonus, kill me. I'm the guy who killed my brother. And Sidonus is like, don't be brash. We still don't know who this mystery guy is, who's apparently a dominant of fire. We don't know who he is. So we're still on his trail. I've got a guy who's like tracking him. But until we find out who this is, you don't get to like you don't get to get all suicidal and like mopey. So that's that's
Okay.
that's where we're at right now. Like we're trying to find out, and I already know who that other guy is. I already know. You know too. You can predict it. Okay, what is the characteristic of a phoenix? What is one of the
Yeah,
what is the attributes of a
obviously.
phoenix? Right, like a phoenix is like one
You
that
like
doesn't die.
memory loss, memory
No,
loss.
one phoenix is one that rises up from the ashes.
Yeah.
Phoenixes don't die. The whole whole power of the Phoenix is rebirth. That's the
Yeah.
Phoenix's power is like rebirth. It dies and from the ashes, like
Yeah, I know,
it
Mike. I
rises up
know.
again. So I
Yeah.
think it's Joshua. I'm 100% sure it's Joshua.
Yeah, but it's probably Joshua with like mind erased or like
Could
no
be.
memory and
Could
shit.
be. It could be Joshua, like another version of Joshua. It could be the Joshua that we have always known Joshua. But it still remains a mystery who the guy with the glowing
No,
green eyes is.
it's a square game, and it's Joshua's gonna be like the fight's gonna be like, remember me, brother, I'm your brother, and he's gonna be like
Yeah,
the Winter Soldier.
that'll be good. That'll be good. But it's still we still don't know. The main villain is still not shown his his ugly head, because the guy with the green eyes,
Oh,
that's the main boss. That's the last boss. We don't know who the guy with the
okay.
green eyes is. I know because I've seen reviews. I've seen in-depth reviews where they talk about the story. But it's been so long that I watched them, and I was just half paying attention because I only cared about what the gameplay is like, right? So I have an idea. There's an entity. The story is good. The game story is kind of like it kind of goes like
So it's like
it,
basically it's like some third entity which wants all the dominance
no,
gone, so it can be.
listen. Like what the game has been criticized for is like the game story goes deep like philosophically, like like in relation to our world, right? Politics and religion and all that, and its effects on people. But it's been criticized for that it doesn't go deep enough. It goes deep, but it doesn't go deep. It kind of scratches like the surface, goes like halfway, and then is still shallow. So I'm to find out like how good the story really is, because apparently I'll tell you, you don't care. I don't care either. So apparently the last boss, the final guy, he's like kind of like a god entity level like
Of
character,
course,
who's
of course.
right. But he's kind of like Thanos. He wants to like destroy everything and create a new world. Like which is very predictable. Like very like every main villain it kind of has the same agenda. It's like kill like do what the Bible our God is gonna do is like destroy the earth, like redo everything ultimately. And he wants to do that, but I just don't remember like what his reasons are. I don't remember what his reasons are. His reasons are basically like what we were talking about the other day, like the man of lawlessness, the Antichrist, Lucifer. I think his reasons are similar to that, like DEI reasons. Like
Okay.
one assimilated organism type reason. Like everybody's gonna be like one freaking organism. I forget what the reason is, but like he basically wants complete authority and control over everything. And Clive and his gang wants like autonomy. They want autonomy. They want freedom. And that freedom can mean like conflict. Because when people have autonomy, real autonomy, then my beliefs and my ideals may not agree with yours, and that's when conflict begins, right? And so I think the main guy to prevent that kind of conflict wants to bring everybody under one authority or some shit like that. So one dominant to rule over everybody. Not one kingdom who has all the pieces, all the dominance under one banner, but one dominant to rule everybody. No other dominance on one dominant. And I think that's what his power is. His power is essentially taking your power. I think Clive is the only other guy who stands as a challenge to him because he is the only other guy who can take other dominance's powers. So there's only two. There's only two, and it's like the Highland. There can only be one. There's only two of these guys. One who is one who wants to rule the world, and the other one is Clive, who's he's still kind of coming into who he is. So he hasn't really formed into the protagonist that will. I don't even know if he's gonna grow up. I don't know how this character is gonna progress. Is he gonna be a cringe guy? Like thus far, I mean, like when he was chained up, kind of like in Geralt of Rivia and Witcher 2, I thought his monologue was pretty good. Like, kill me. I got a fire. Do it. That so far the story's been good, but I don't know. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me beat this thing. Yeah, there's the political stuff is kind of shallow, I think, obviously. They probably didn't have too much time. Like they can't show a cutscene for every kingdom. That would be like 5 hours of cutscene.
Die, you bastard! Think that hurt me, but it hurt him. Sorry, lads. Don't know how much help I'm gonna be here. One down, one to go.
Oh dang, that was good.
Are you playing on hard mode? The
No,
enemies
there's
seem
no
like
hard mode.
bullet sponge.
There's no hard mode. There's only one
Okay.
mode.
Since when could these bastards fly? But what goes up must come down.
Oh, he's bringing him down. Okay. I got him this time, I think.
Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
Yeah, he's dead. I did it.
Is it like a boss or just some fucking
Mini boss.
like mini boss?
Mini boss, yeah.
Okay.
The reason, like, so certain fights, you get like points based on performance, but thus far, all I've seen is like you get the same point. It doesn't matter. Like, I think, like when you replay a chapter is when you get scored on performance. Cause I beat that first boss, that like squid, the tentacle thing, like perfectly without getting hit once, and my rewards were the same as like when I didn't. That's when I was like, okay, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe it's like if you die and restart, then it doesn't matter. Maybe it's like
No, it just
the
doesn't
first
matter.
try.
I think the first try it doesn't matter. When you replay the mission, I think it matters. That's what I think. Because at least that's good. Like, you know, the first time the game doesn't want you to be perfect. It just wants you to defeat them. And then second time the game wants you to, like, you know, perform better. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy they were tracking that was trailing the guy in the roads. The hooded, mysterious icon of fire.
Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
Got you, nigga.
There.
Right now, are you still following the king, or are you like the Avenger
Why
now?
doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
No, no, no.
That's the
I'm
trouble with a nose
already
like mine.
working with
Can't
Sidon.
help sticking it where it's not
I
wanted.
betrayed the Emperor
If
as
it
soon
wasn't for
as
you
I
two,
turned against
my
my
7 days would be
my
over.
captain or lieutenant who was trying
Thank
to
you.
kill Shiva.
Truly.
Okay.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria.
Rosario, okay,
Should
so
see
the
what they
place
did to
still
the
exists.
Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
he can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's
You
not.
know what would have been really like on the nose if they got like Sean
Sid,
Bean to voice one of these characters. That would have
Don't
been
thank
cool.
me. Thank God.
And have him die in this game too.
Yeah.
If it was Kojima made this game, he would have definitely gotten like Sean
Thank
Bean.
you, Gav.
I don't know,
If
like,
Kojima had any brains, he would have gotten Sean Bean anyway for any of his games. But he's content with getting like the C tier actors who were out of
yeah, he
work.
can't afford, bro. You can't afford A-listers. No, A-listers are fucking too expensive.
Yeah, yeah, but like
No birds returning this
I
If
year.
just
you
I
like have
just
an
hate I
A-lister,
just don't like the
like
hype he gets. No, he
the
did get an
only
A-lister.
That
He did get an A-lister. He
it's
got
not.
Mads Mikkelsen for Death Stranding. Remember? Mads is an A-lister.
Mad Mikkelsen is not A-lister.
Mads is A, bro.
Will be
Mads
in
is
It's
a
not
A.
A.
He's
He's
A,
not
bro.
A,
He
and
he's A enough to be a
he,
villain in Marvel movie. Don't forget that. He was
yeah, but yeah, but like yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like like
Hey,
one child villain, huh?
Was he
Back
villain
to
in
where it all
Doctor
began.
Strange 1 or 2?
One,
1, yeah.
and he
He was a
wasn't even
good
a
villain.
main villain. And
He
he was like
wasn't,
the
but
main
he wasn't okay. He wasn't, but
patsy.
still, like he was good enough. He was. Oh, wait, see, yeah, Joshua. They revealed it.
He
Who's the
must be
bitch?
stopped.
Who's Spears?
It's grown up. I see. Frick, fuck. I missed the dialogue in that.
So okay, does Joshua know who he was and this shit? Oh, he's probably pissed at his brother, not because he thinks the Freed killed him, and if he knows that like Clive the Freed, so he's probably like pissed
I
that
I don't know what he knows. So this
he
is the
must be.
map. This is the map of the. I don't know if the map gets bigger or whatever, but thus far, maybe the kingdoms are. Oh, okay. Maybe these are the kingdoms. This is one kingdom. That's one kingdom. That's
Where
one
are the
kingdom.
crystals at,
Uh,
nigga? Where are the crystals at?
these things are the crystals. That's the crystal. This is a crystal. So okay, so wherever the crystal shards have landed, the kingdoms have popped up around there. I think only these two places don't have like a crystal shard. The other,
Are there areas that are like monster areas? There's like there's like only like there's like Savage Land or like the north in Game of Thrones, like the Snowland where there were like monsters and shit. Is there like a monster area that humans can't go?
I would say it is that's the barren lands, like right here. Yeah, there are some places. There's the wilderness that I was at. Like this place, like this whole place where there's no like civilization. This is where like the monsters roam, and I've been like roaming around in these parts, like these obelisks that are like unavailable to me right now. I travel from here to all the way to I believe this
Is
this
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 open world?
part.
Like, from one place to another?
Semi open world. It's not really open world. It could be like,
Okay, that's good
I
then.
think
That's
that
actually
yeah, I think they
good.
learned their lesson from FF15.
That is like more variety because world map is always fucking boring.
Yeah.
'Cause, like when you can
They
go
they they
anywhere,
can't
it's like
do
just like
no, they can't do enough variety design wise with open
yeah,
world. They always do like one what do you call it? Like one
think I'm the one you
environment,
want?
one biome.
yeah.
Hey, let me watch this
Even if they
cutscene.
do
Hang on.
different biomes,
The girl is awake.
Right.
Jill is awake.
JAV.
The only thing that I've noticed that is kind of DEI about this game is that like the Japs, as you know, love to do fan service, and there isn't enough. The women are pretty well covered up in this game.
No, but they were going for the Game of Thrones now. Like they were going for that feel. They couldn't do the fucking Japanese feel because they put so much money in. If they did like the Japanese girl outfits, that would just break the fucking theme. It wouldn't fit, with like the medieval style.
No, they could have done
Because
it.
they
They just don't want to get criticized by by media.
no, no, bro. Like the attention to detail, like the clothing and all the armor sets and shit. They were going for that realistic vibe.
Okay, tell me
You can
something.
tell.
Tell me something. Like Kojima was heavily criticized about what's the girl's name? Quiet in MGS 5.
Yeah, he's been criticized for all the MGS games. Like he always had like hot women.
Yeah,
Like even in
I
MGS
know.
4,
But
he
does
had like
I don't
models
think
come in
I think
and
it
do the
finally got
poses.
to
They're like,
him though. I think it finally got to him though, because Death Stranding didn't have any. Death Stranding didn't have any of that. Like he's bent the knee. He has bent the
yeah,
knee.
I guess. Yeah, well, like if he hadn't, like he would not be have access to Hollywood actors and shit.
Yeah,
He has to do that to.
yeah. Here we go. I want to see this cutscene. They get reunited.
It's true then. It really is you.
Cause this chick loved him. I wonder if she's gonna give him like some let him smash.
JAV,
Some
JAV.
smash. Like you remember that the pigeon video?
You're alive.
Becky smash. Becky let me smash. Becky let me
No,
smash.
So are you.
why they added like a sex scene and it was like a Japanese porn video, like like the weird sounds they make.
Yeah.
And it's like a bathtub scene with like the fucking oil and
All
the
they do is
fucking
a hug.
the
They don't even kiss.
You saved my life.
what?
After nearly
It
10
should have
What?
been like a full sex scene right now when they like reunited. Instead
No,
of
it
just
should be like a Japanese adult video kiss, like with the slurping and
yeah.
you've seen the fucking Japanese porn videos, right?
Yes.
Have you seen how they kiss like this, like you're
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
drinking
like
Coke out of like an
gargling
empty
water.
can? Yeah. That would be
Wait,
game
hang
of the
on.
year, bro.
They're doing the story right now.
The duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced
That'd
upon
be game of the year. Imagine like a typical JRPG, but with sex scenes.
captured the woman.
And like all the sex scenes are not like your typical BioWare type sex scenes. They're like full on JAV type, like hentai, extreme level, like perverted,
Their fun with me before
like
I
sick perverted level shit.
but the
With
end
like
never came.
authentic JAV sounds.
Powers awoke and
Imagine that, bro.
everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Ironblood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
Country women. Only women? Oh, they killed the men.
Dominant.
Never mind. They killed the men. They slaved the women.
What? What happened, Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
Oh, he's gonna tell her everything.
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again not long ago. The second I
My
could
electric bill's gonna be so low, bro. It's gonna be 0 this month.
Why no one's living with you? That's why.
Yeah, that exactly. That's why. Cause like even when like my parents come back, it's still gonna be low. Cause you know like my brother-in-law and my sister were using like first of all they were in 2 different rooms, and maybe make that 3 rooms. Cause my sister was like doing like a painting, so she was doing that painting in the drawing room. My like the baby was in like my sister's room, and the brother-in-law was in like another room.
found you.
Because like you know like he couldn't sleep with the baby, so my sister would like you know sleep with the baby, and my mother
Go back there.
is in another room, my father's in another room, and I'm in another. So there were like
I need
6
to know what
air
really happened.
conditioners running
So do you.
all the time.
I need to know for certain. And if what you
At
told
all
me was
time.
true, and you
Like
didn't
even
want
if
me
I
to
turn
think
mine
that,
off, there's like 4 or 5 like
then we will face
on
it
like air
together.
conditioners on all throughout the day
Lie.
and night. And even with that, my bills have been 0. No electricity bills. Like not 0, but they were so low
You needed a
that
change of clothes
before
then.
like my
Out you go.
sister and her family came over,
Wouldn't want you getting
I had a
close.
negative balance.
Sorry.
And you know like that negative balance started like reducing because of like the low bill, but it's still in the negative. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah, I
that
figured. Yeah.
We've a long journey.
Yeah, you
I
get a
think
lot more
this month
sun
it's gonna
where you are at.
no actually like not at all. Like basically like over the past like months or so it's been raining a lot. Like half the month it's raining. So like when it rains it's like no production that day. Like almost 0 production. And now that we're like entering September, so like the sun time is reducing. So let's say if I could generate like 110 kilowatt per
Oh, okay. So
or 95 a
these are the
day.
4 levels that I can replay for now.
Ano lock कर लूं मैं? Lock कर लूं? ऐसे कहाँ?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna go get some breakfast and then come back and play some
Okay.
Starfield. Okay, we'll play Starfield. That way, like, you know, I have to like listen to the
Alright.
audio of this game, so I can't really pay attention much to. Like, I can't multitask. I'm like both like listen to you and respond, and also listen to everything. Cause I gotta like this story is like intricate. Like it's not. I can't like what do you call it? Like kind of sleep through it. You know, like uh, doze through
I
it.
couldn't sleep through it either, bro. Like I tried sleeping through that shit, and every time that fuck would play, I'd just wake up again, and then I'd look at the screen. I had like my mobile on my bed, like with a kickstand, right in front of my face,
Do you only watch my
and
streams on mobile?
I've never seen
Like you
it in
don't
the
watch it
flesh.
on your TV or your is your TV like connected to your laptop, like in your
I'm
room?
sure it's
yeah,
still my father's best
Oh, you
yeah,
friend.
it
you
is.
don't watch
He's
anything
Christ.
on your TV from your
But he never
laptop?
revealed
No,
the truth
but
to
cause
his wife.
no, I don't, cause like I'm using my computer, and whatever the fuck I'm doing, I'm like browsing and shit, so I can't have like your thing on it. But mobile, I have it on my hand. While with WhatsApp, I can do both, right? And like mobile also has the benefit of that picture-in-picture thing, like with the free hacked YouTube. That if I minimize it, like the stream is still playing and I'm watching it, even if I'm like sending a message. But then, like on a browser, on like a computer, you know, if you're doing something like, you know, you're doing something like you can't have like a video open like that. And it's like that. So I normally watch on mobile, and like obviously like my mobile screen is like better than my TV screen. TV is like 1080p. Mobile is
Is
like
your
4K.
mobile screen